Hello everyone, welcome to Arpita Sharma classes. I am Arpita Sharma, your educator, and today we are going to solve some important MCQs from daily current affairs. आप सभी का स्वागत है अर्पिता शर्मा क्लासेस में। आज हम कुछ बहुत ही important current affairs solve करने वाले हैं and these current affairs we are going to understand them via MCQs. That means in prelims perspective, right? Prelims के format में, in the prelims format, we are going to understand these MCQs. We are going to solve these MCQs. So now let's move forward. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Also the PDF of this class will be given to you on my Telegram channel. Simplifying UPSC with ease. आपको क्लास का PDF Telegram channel पे मिल जाएगा. Simplifying UPSC with ease. And also you can find the PDF on Instagram. If you are on Instagram, do follow us on Instagram. With the pages with the name Arpita Sharma classes. Arpita Sharma classes हमारे Instagram page का भी नाम है, तो आप चाहे तो वहां भी हमें follow कर सकते हैं. Also, I am taking live classes on Unacademy Plus. You can use code Sharma YT10 to get 10% discount on Unacademy Plus. अगर आप Unacademy Plus join करना चाहते हैं, तो आप ये code Sharma YT10 use करेंगे तो आपको straight away 10% discount मिल जाएगा. Let's start with the test. You all know the rules of the test. आप सभी को rules पता है test के. The rules of the test are that for every correct answer you will get 2 marks and for every incorrect answer you will have to deduct minus 0.66. आपको minus 0.66 की penalty लगेगी गलत आंसर पर और +2 मिलेगा सही आंसर पे. ठीक है? So in the comment section you will let me know your final scores as well. So starting with question number 1. Granting the leader of the opposition status in the Parliament of India had recently courted controversy. In this context, consider the following statements. The first time any party managed to get the leader of the opposition post was in 1969. An opposition front with 10% of seats in Lok Sabha is eligible to get the leader of the opposition post. Leader of the opposition is a statutory post. Which statement is correct? This question also came in prelims 2018. 2018 के question paper में भी ये question आ चुका है, तो very carefully you have to mark your answer. बहुत ही carefully आपको अपना answer mark करना है. You have 15 seconds of time to answer this question. इस question को answer करने का 15 second का time start होता है अब. Correct answer to this question is, इस question का correct answer है, it is C. Statement 1 and statement 3 is correct. Question number 2. The term W20 is sometimes in the news. W20 is a grouping of women leaders from the world's 20 largest economies, a grouping of world's poorest economies, a grouping of countries where winter is less severe because of global warming, a grouping of 20 countries which raised claim for hosting the next football World Cup. Which statement is correct? कौन सा statement correct है? जल्दी से बताएं. You have 15 seconds time to answer the question. Correct answer to this question is, इस question का correct answer है, it is A. A is the correct answer. A grouping of women leaders from the world's 20 largest economies. So W20 it means women 20. W20 का मतलब है women 20. It's an engagement group under G20 which focuses on gender equality and it works to empower women. It ensures their participation in economic growth as well. And because it's an engagement group formed under G20, we should remember what is G20. You all know there are 19 countries plus European Union in G20. It's an international forum for strategic participation, right? Next question. The Shanghai Cooperation Organization is a Eurasian organization into which India and Pakistan are admitted as recent members. With respect to the activities of SCO, which among the following are correct? Cooperation on security, military activities, economic cooperation, cultural cooperation. It's a very easy question. You have 10 seconds time to answer it. फटाफट से इसको आंसर करो, बहुत ही इजी क्वेश्चन है ये। Correct answer to this question is D. All of the above statements are correct. So SCO, we all know that India and Pakistan have been included in this organization, and it's a platform to strengthen confidence and neighborly relations among the member countries. That is why India and Pakistan have been admitted, so that the relations can be strengthened up. Okay. Question number 4. Which nation recently sued India over nuclear weapons at International Court of Justice? कौन सी कंट्री ने, कौन सी इनमें से कौन सी कंट्रीज हैं जिन्होंने, या कौन सा नेशन है जिसने इंडिया पे केस किया है आईसीजे में ओवर द यूज ऑफ न्यूक्लियर वेपन्स? नेपाल, मार्शल आइलैंड्स, चाइना, पापुआ न्यू गिनी. सो यू हैव अगेन 15 seconds टाइम टू आंसर दिस क्वेश्चन. करेक्ट आंसर टू दिस क्वेश्चन इज, इस क्वेश्चन का करेक्ट आंसर है बी, मार्शल आइलैंड्स. As you can see in this picture also, Marshall Islands began the legal proceedings over here. They are Pacific Ocean में है, ठीक है? तो इसकी लोकेशन याद रखना, remember the location. So it began the legal proceedings at ICJ in the Hague, Netherlands, against India, Pakistan and UK over the use of nuclear weapons. Okay. Question number 5. India is one of the most printed currency dependent country in the world. With reference to this scenario, consider the statements about Unified Payments Interface. UPI is a payment interface developed by National Payment Corporation of India. The interface will allow account holders across banks to send and receive money from their smartphones. UPI camouflages the bank and personal detail or the receiver behind. Which statement is correct? कौन सा statement correct है? Correct answer to this question is C. All the above statements are correct. Now always remember there is a difference between UPI and Bheem. Bheem app के बीच में और UPI के बीच में difference है. UPI is a platform, but Bheem is a separate mobile wallet app like Paytm, PhonePe, etc. Okay. So UPI is a real-time payment system. It is available for 24 hours and it is used for instant and quick transfer of funds between two bank accounts, and it is even faster than NEFT and RTGS. Okay. Question number 6. In modern India, cess refers to a tax earmarked for a particular purpose. Which among the following is or are a cess or cesses levied on all taxable service in India? Clean Environment Cess, Krishi Kalyan Cess, Swachh Bharat Cess, Infrastructure Cess. करेक्ट आंसर टू दिस क्वेश्चन इज, इस क्वेश्चन का करेक्ट आंसर है 10 seconds लेफ्ट, 10 सेकेंड और बचे हैं, जल्दी से बताओ. करेक्ट आंसर टू दिस क्वेश्चन इज बी, 2 and 3, कृषि कल्याण सेस एंड स्वच्छ भारत सेस. These two are levied on all taxable services in India. ओके. सो सर्विस टैक्स एक टैक्स है जो कि गवर्नमेंट लेवी करती है सर्विस प्रोड्यूसर्स पे, बट एक्चुअली इसको भरता कौन है? कस्टमर्स. So it is categorized under indirect tax because it is levied on service providers, but actually it is borne by the customer. So it's an indirect tax. And the clean energy cess, it has now been renamed as clean environment cess, and its incidence doubled to rupees 400 per metric ton. And infrastructure cess has been imposed at the rate of 1% on small petrol, LPG, CNG cars, right? Now moving ahead, दूसरे क्वेश्चन पे आते हैं. क्वेश्चन नंबर 7. Which of the following statements correctly describe the term gig economy? It's a labor market characterized by prevalence of short-term contract or freelance work against traditional permanent jobs. It's a term to describe economy in which more than 3/4 of GDP comes from service sector. It describes an economy which is more dependent on automation and other technologies rather than human labor, or none of the above. So you have 15 seconds time. आंसर करो फटाफट से. Correct answer to this question is, it is A. It's a labor market characterized by prevalence of short-term contracts or freelance work against traditional permanent jobs. So it's a gig economy. It refers to labor market जहाँ पर freelance work ज़्यादा available होता है, ठीक है? Temporary work is available. That is gig economy. Short-term gig बोलते हैं ना. Question number 8. What is gift basket diplomacy? It is the approach of winning friendly relationship with foreign countries by gifting valuables. It's an informal grouping to get around the system of universal consensus at any multilateral summit. It is diplomacy technique where powerful nations compromise on certain minor issues. It's a diplomacy technique to exploit unexplored natural resources. So which statement is correct? Correct answer to this question is B. It's an informal grouping to get around the system of universal consensus at any multilateral summit. So basically ये multilateral negotiation है, right? Because of which progress can be seen in the relationship of two economies, right? Question number 9. Ease of doing business is a concept popularized by World Bank. With reference to this, consider the below topics or parameters. Starting a business, trading across borders, enforcing contracts, protecting minority investors. Among which of the above parameters performance of India is best? इन सभी पैरामीटर्स में से कौन से ऐसा एरिया है जहां पर इंडिया की परफॉर्मेंस बेस्ट रही है? You have 10 seconds time to answer the question. Correct answer to this question is B. Protecting minority investors. So remember that World Bank releases Ease of Doing Business Report 2020. This question came in 2019 also. ठीक है, 2019 में भी ये question आया था. The indicator measures the performance of countries across 10 different dimensions, right? And according to the 2020 report, New Zealand retained the first position. Somalia was ranked 190th. India was placed at 63rd position this time, okay, out of 190 countries. Next question, last question. Which of the following products have received geographical indication tag? Kangra tea, Dindigul lock, Kandhamal haldi, Baba Budangiri Arabica coffee. Very easy question, बहुत ही easy question है ये. Correct answer to this question is D. All the above are correct. Kangra tea, it is from Himachal Pradesh and it was given the geographical indication status in 2005. इसे 2005 में geographical indication status मिला था, ठीक है? Then the Dindigul lock, it is from Tamil Nadu. Again, it has been given the GI tag. Kandhamal hill, इसको भी GI tag दिया गया है, right? And these Arabica coffee and this, all of these have been given the GI tag. Okay, clear? Next question, consider the following statements regarding Sambhar Lake. Sambhar Lake is India's largest inland salt lake located in Gujarat. The lake is surrounded by Aravalli hills on all sides. It has been designated as a Ramsar site because it's a key wintering area for tens of thousands of pink flamingos and other birds. Which of the above statements is or are correct? कौन से statements correct हैं, जल्दी से बताएं. You have 15 seconds time to answer the question. फटाफट से आंसर करो. Correct answer to this question is, it is C. Statement 2 and 3 are correct. So it is in Rajasthan, not Gujarat. गुजरात में नहीं है, राजस्थान में है. ठीक है. Coming on to question number 12. Consumer Protection Act 2019 provides which of the following right to the consumers? Right to safety, right to be informed, right to choose, right to consumer education. Select the correct answer. So the correct answer to this question is, it is D. All the above statements are correct. सभी statements absolutely correct हैं. Okay. So this was today's test. Total 24 marks का test था आपका. This was 24 marker test. So now accordingly you have to let me know your scores in the comment section. जल्दी से मुझे अपने scores comment section में बताइएगा. ठीक है? I'll be waiting for your scores in the comment section. Thank you everyone. I hope you enjoyed the session. Good night.